Welcome to the podcast, formerly known as Another Podcast. I am Coleman. This is my friend Luke here.
I am me.
Today, we are recording in not our normal studio. We are recording in, Luke's living room.
Yep.
A little different than his laundry room.
Yeah.
Instead, we have a piano, and a TV, and a DVD player, and a desk.
The DVD player is a combination DVD and VHS.
For all you youngsters out there that don't know what a VHS is, look it up.
Yeah, just delegate that. Good job, Coleman. Well, we could talk about something, I guess.
Yeah, that might be smart. So let's start off with the AI songs that I sent you in the last 2 to 3 days. We had a Star Wars sea shanty.
Yeah.
A Lord of the Rings country song.
Yeah.
A Star Trek sea shanty.
Yeah.
And a Western Harry Potter song.
That's right.
So, out of all of them, what was your favorite?
I think the Star Trek one was, which is a terrible direction to be going with this conversation because we've never really taken Star Trek as one of our subjects, but I don't know. I know a lot about Star Trek, and what really set that one apart was, just like missing the point even that much more. Like, you get the basic story of Star Wars in the sea shanty about Star Wars, but with the Star Trek one,
It's not there.
no, it's like the opposite. They're Vikings. They're not a bunch of hippies going around trying to make friends with all the different galactic species. No, they're sailing to take over any place they come across.
And, Spock says he's done and, starts giving up. And then, that's when the team starts giving up because Spock gave up.
Yeah, if they don't have Spock to do everything for them,
they should have just told him.
This is classic to Star Trek. You need a character that just is so competent that they carry the entire rest of the crew, like, all the time. In the original, you had Spock. He could just do anything. He was not only, like, 20 times smarter than everybody, he was 20 times 20 times stronger than everybody, too. And then the next generation, you had Data. Again, he's a machine, so just pretty much knew everything, could figure everything out really fast. Stupid strong. He's just a Terminator. And, yeah. So that's... Yeah. That's Star Trek for you. Like, they go around with no idea what they're doing or what they're about to get into.
They have somebody that always does everything for them.
Yep, figures it all out.
But that wasn't the only song. We also had the Star Wars one that was the sea shanty.
Yep.
I still don't know what an HMS Death Star is.
Well, so HMS is the registry for English, British, United Kingdom ships, okay? You would have heard of USS, I would think.
Yeah.
You better have. Your dad's in the Navy. So HMS is just the English equivalent of that. So you got USS, I think, just stands for United States Ship. I think it's as simple as that. HMS is classically Her Majesty's ship. Possibly His Majesty's ship, depending. Which makes the sea shanty just slightly redundant, because they call it His Majesty's HMS Death Star.
Yeah.
But,
we don't talk about that, though.
No.
It was AI, okay?
Yeah. What is AI now?
We've already discussed how you can't trust AI because
No.
AI is not good with anything. So
Right. It doesn't know Mach 9 from Mach 6, so
yeah. But the Star Wars one was funny. We had King Palpatine the Third.
King Palpatine the Third. That was classic.
The Empire, Red Coat Stormtroopers.
Yeah. I really liked all the snippets of just the random rebel troopers just sailing around at full speed. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're talking about these things that people won't have seen.
Well, I mean, hey, you should go watch them.
But okay, yeah. But let's get into some theory here. Have we talked about the two villain theory?
No.
Okay, good. We'll talk about that. A while ago, I realized this thing that other people have surely already realized, especially people that write these kinds of things. Every story needs not a villain, but to be a great story, it needs two villains. It needs the one villain to just be just bad.
Yeah,
is bad.
We have,
There's no reason why. There's no fighting it or getting around it. They're just bad.
Yeah. Like, we have Sauron and Saruman.
No.
We have,
yes.
Darth Vader and the Emperor and all the other apprentices he had throughout the entire thing.
You're naming too many people. Because I've only mentioned the one that's bad. Okay?
Okay.
You need another villain to be the fence sitter. Like, the one that's bad, definitely, but, like, could not be bad. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. That's where the real substance comes in. Like, you need both flavors of confrontation. You want to have the bad guy that you get to beat in the end. In a very definite way, in a very fulfilling, like, oh, they're disintegrating, or they've just blown up in a big bluish cloud of energy as they're falling to the main reactor, or whatever. But you need the other villain that you might get to, like, pull out of their villainy. Okay? That's the two villain theory.
Darth Vader and the Emperor.
Yes, I mean, you're still right, but, like, you were getting ahead of me because you're naming Darth Vader when all that I've mentioned so far is just the unaccountably, inexplicably have to be bad guy.
And then we have Sauron and Saruman.
No.
I mean, Saruman was just bad anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't think
Saruman's kind of like an extra Sauron.
Yeah.
But it is important that you're bringing up Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings sort of
have one.
No, it does. It still has the two villain theory operating in it, but what it does that's distinct from Star Wars is, like, they had a villain that you have to wonder, are they going to make this guy good? And the answer with Darth Vader is yes. The answer with the one in Lord of the Rings is no. And I'm losing my voice.
Well, then we have Harry Potter.
Oh, wait.
Okay, you're not done.
No, because who is the real second villain that I'm talking about in Lord of the Rings? It's not Saruman.
Oh, is it?
Saruman's just a bonus.
I'm gonna just say this here. I want to say Gollum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I thought
Gollum
that's
was
where you were
right
going.
on the edge where he could have gone good, he could have gone bad. Unfortunately, in the end, he just went with bad.
I thought you were talking about Gollum, but I was like, I'm just gonna guess.
Well, good job.
But then in Harry Potter, we just have the bad guy.
Yeah.
But we don't have anybody else really. I mean,
no.
We could talk like.
If I'm, yeah. So you go ahead and I'll just tell you. I'll just correct you if you're wrong.
I mean, I could say like Bellatrix and Snape. Snape's it.
Yes.
Yes. There we
Snape.
go. I was
Snape
like,
is the fence sitter bad guy.
Yeah. He's the guy that's on both teams technically.
Yeah.
and he chooses one over the other in the end.
Right. It's
And
sort
dies.
of... Snape is interesting for being a villain of perspective. I mean...
He understands both perspectives, and I think that's why he didn't want to pick one or the other, because he saw both and he could benefit from both.
Well, see, I think we've already argued about this before. I think of Snape, and you would probably know better than me, but I'll argue the point anyway. I think Snape already had his mind made up, and the only thing that made him seem like a villain was the fact that the perspective of the story is with Harry and, the people that wouldn't know any better. They don't know what side he's on, and they only really find out at the end. So it's like, technically, a good guy the whole time, or at least, during the entire series of the books, he was probably kind of a baddie for real at one point or something. I don't really know.
See, I also know Snape as he was technically good, but then it started getting to Voldemort was coming back, and he realized, crap, I'm technically still a bad guy in Voldemort's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I know when he saved the little brat Malfoy's little soul when he killed Dumbledore. But this was also Dumbledore telling him this.
Right.
But then after Snape became the headmaster, he just, let Voldemort take control of him pretty much. And it was just like, I'm opening the doors to you, you let your Death Eaters come in here, and I'm doing what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Because in reality, he still didn't like Harry.
Right.
Snape never liked Harry. He only liked Harry's mother. That's the only reason why he ever cared about Harry. That's seriously it.
Well, yeah, and we've probably talked about this before, but the interesting tension of Snape is the fact that he had as much reason to love Harry as he had to hate him, because he loved the one parent and hated the other.
Yeah. And he looked like his one parent more than the other. He just had his mother's eyes. But, I mean,
It should have been her nose. Let's be honest. That would have been something to just... Harry, you have your mother's nose. And then he dies.
So, this is a funny fact. In the movies, Harry's eyes, the actor of Harry, had, blue eyes, right? Greenish, bluish eyes.
Alright.
The actor that played his mom had brown.
Perfect.
And so, they were like, you have your mother's eyes. But it's like, wait a second.
It's not their color or their shape
it was funny,
or anything about them particularly.
It's the father's eyes were also brown in the movie, so he has these bluish greenish eyes, and they're like, "You have your mother's eyes." I do.
I mean, Harry's probably perfectly equipped to accept that answer, because it's not like he would really remember what his mom's eyes looked like anyway.
True. That's just a fun fact for the movies.
Yep.
But, I mean, I would have considered Snape more of a good guy.
Yeah.
Leading up to about Order of the Phoenix area.
Uh-huh.
Because that's pretty much when everything started going downhill.
Okay.
Voldemort came back, nobody believed it. That's when everybody really found out that Voldemort came back. The Ministry of Magic was going to get taken over in the next year or so. So pretty much, I'm going to say, if Voldemort was still there, through the, and everybody knew he was still there through the entire series, Snape would have been more on the bad side.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly because he wanted to live. I really think that's probably it. But...
Heaven knows why. I mean, he had no reason to, but...
Yeah, he just, he was teaching kids potions out of all things.
What a joy.
But I mean, considering that he thought Voldemort was dead, he did what all the rest of the Death Eaters did, and just kind of accepted the fact that Voldemort was gone and went and lived his own life.
Yeah.
But as soon as Voldemort came back and he found out, he went to the bad side. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can say about Snape, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of theories that you can make, because there wasn't a lot of his past that was a thing.
Right.
Like, you don't see much of his past, except that he was, like, best friends with Lily,
Yeah.
and he liked Lily, and then Lily married his enemy.
Yep.
So, that's pretty much all you get.
He was her jerk man, yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all you get.
Yep. But, you know, like, you can even apply that to Pirates of the Caribbean. You've got Davy Jones
In
that
the jar
fills
of
out,
dirt.
yeah. Davy Jones fills out the Darth Vader,
Yeah.
and then you had that English guy that nobody likes, and probably no one has ever bothered to remember what his name was, because he's just despicable. And, yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one forcing Davy Jones to do various things for whatever the purposes even were. I don't know, but, like, I don't know. Unfortunately, Davy Jones is just another Gollum, because I don't know. I was very disappointed that he didn't end up being a good guy in the end.
Davy Jones was cool.
Yeah.
He was such a cool guy.
Yep.
I about said kid.
He was a cool kid, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was a cool villain and everything, but, like, the reasoning of why he was evil was so pointless. A woman broke his heart, and he's like, I'm gonna take my heart out, bury it, and I'm going to turn evil because of this.
That's all it takes, really. I mean...
Well, I guess you could also argue that's why Anakin turned evil. His and Padme's relationship, like, the Jedis could have found out, and it was just kind of going downhill, so, and, you know.
Yeah.
So he was just like, you know what? I'm turning evil because of this now.
Right. He became evil to save her, which he didn't get to do, and that only made him more evil in the end, because he'd been cheated.
Yeah.
He had, I mean, of course, if we haven't mentioned it before, the most important driving factor for Vader isn't his hatred of anyone in particular other than himself.
Yeah.
You know, he's always trying to just make it about Obi-Wan, and to a certain extent, I'm sure he genuinely hated Obi-Wan, but
well, yeah, that's
never
why
as
he
much
lost.
as he hated himself.
That's why he lost 3 of his limbs and almost burnt to death.
Right.
But I guess you can also say this about Snape. Snape was really only evil because of Lily.
It's always the women.
Lily breaking his heart and then marrying his complete enemy. And Snape still had feelings for Lily and, you know, was like, you know what? I'm going to turn evil because of this.
So the only one out of these 4 that we've mentioned that wasn't evil over a woman was Gollum.
And he was just crazy because of the ring.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless the ring was a woman, but...
Yeah, it's kind of just a ring.
Yeah.
You know?
A magical ring, but...
Yeah. Anyway.
We could probably do games if we don't have anything else to talk about.
Let's do that.
Alright. It's Impossible Trivia time! I have mine.
Okay.
Do you have yours?
I have it.
Alright, I'll go first. So, how old was Obi-Wan Kenobi in episode 6?
Oh, I like that. How old was an already dead guy?
Who was already old, and we really didn't know how old he
Well,
was.
in episode 3, he was, let's say...
He was in his 30s. I'd have to say that. 30s, mid-30s, low 30s-ish.
So let's put him right on the cusp of being 20 in episode 1. That makes him almost 30 in episode 2, which is, I think, exactly 10 years later. You got about 4 years, I think, of the Clone Wars. So let's say he's 33.
Okay.
33 in episode 3. Easily 65 in episode 4, which is only 20 years later.
He's 33 years old, and
But-
20 years later, he's 65. Okay. I mean, that's how it ends up.
Yep. That's, just whatever. But,
He didn't age well, guys.
in episode 6, he's been a ghost for
What?
a few years.
Like 10, not even 10 years.
No,
Like 5 or 6 years.
Tops.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, you gotta...
so I'm gonna say infinity. Because he's a ghost, so whatever.
I mean, you also gotta,
He's
think
as old
about...
as he's always going to be forever.
From Luke's, from episodes 5 to 6, he became a Jedi Master, and that takes a lot of time.
No, it was only a matter of months. I think there was like 6 months between... I don't have the official numbers right in front of me, but I think it was even less than a year between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Luke's not a Jedi Master, can't have been a Jedi Master, because in order to be a Jedi Master, in the classic sense, he has to have trained someone else to knighthood.
And there needs to be a council to award him that, so...
Yeah, and there wasn't. Yoda didn't even consider him a Jedi yet, because he, for whatever reason, had to confront Vader in order to become a Jedi, which is like the most subjective thing ever, because it's like, if confronting a Sith Lord was required to become a Jedi, then like the last several zillion Jedis were not really Jedis, because there was like 1,000 years where there weren't any Sith for them to fight anyway.
Yeah.
So...
I would, there's...
It just goes to show you how often they were manipulating him, like, oh, well, we'll make you a Jedi after you kill your dad.
But, you do, like, Luke, he's, compared to all the other Jedis, he's a weak Jedi. He really is.
Nope, he's the best.
And, I mean, like...
He's the best.
Yeah, you have 6 months of training, if that, and you're just, like... Not even 6 months of training.
I mean, did he look terrible at sword fighting? Okay, sure.
Yeah,
but
he did.
The thing is, Luke was a better Jedi than all the other Jedi, and that was because he was never fully trained. I don't know if we've discussed this on the podcast. Maybe we need to take a whole episode sometime for me to just blah, blah, blah about it.
We probably should.
Yeah, because it's the key to what Star Wars is about, I think. And anyway, so my impossible trivia, if we're done with that one.
I'd say we are.
My answer was infinity.
Infinite years old.
Darn. What was mine? Okay. So, it's going to be a Lord of the Rings one. There were 3 rings given to the elves, 7 to the dwarves, 9 to the men. What were the names of the 7 dwarves that got rings? Even asking you to, name the 9 men would have been impossible. But we'll just go with the dwarves because it's a little bit more, around the bend. Because you don't even see them in the movies except for just that, like, little clip of them holding rings.
Bob,
okay.
Steven.
I forgot about Steven.
Yeah, there was Steven. There was Joe. There was Joseph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a Joseph. There was a Dwayne.
Dwayne, yeah. Dwayne is actually something that almost sounds like it could be a dwarf name.
Then there was Doofenshmirtz.
That's more of a Rumpelstiltskin. What kind of creature was Rumpelstiltskin? I don't remember. Maybe they never specify. Like a leprechaun or something.
Yeah, something.
I don't know.
And then we have Lord Farquaad.
Okay. Right stature, wrong amount of facial hair.
Right height, just wrong facial hair.
Yeah. What? Is that 5?
It's 7.
Oh, you already got to 7? Good job. That was entirely wrong, but good job.
Oh, I thought I had them all right, man. I studied this.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess you could be right in the sense that they don't have any official names that I know of. If they do, then this really was not impossible trivia, and I've completely failed. But
Now it's versus.
versus,
I'm gonna go with mine.
okay,
Dobby
okay.
versus Grogu.
Oh,
Also known as Baby Yoda for those people that don't know who Grogu is.
I
mean, they're both short people with pointy ears and bald and wrinkly.
Yeah.
Only one's green and one's pale colored. They both were like pillow sack type things.
Is there any particular reason that you chose Grogu instead of just Yoda?
Yeah, because Yoda's just the infinite wind to Dobby. Grogu is like enough to where I feel like he could kind of beat Dobby if it wasn't even with a fight. Because Dobby's that guy that like doesn't want to hurt people, so he's not really going to fight.
So he's gonna extra not want to hurt a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, even a 50-year-old baby.
Yeah. And Grogu's just gonna look at him, and if it's a fight, he would just use the Force, pick him up, crunch him into a little ball. I don't know what he's gonna do, but
okay.
I mean.
Yeah, I mean, babies are kind of ruthless.
Yeah.
They bite you and they don't even think about it. So if we're talking about an elf that actually has
like he cares.
Sympathetic qualities,
yeah,
and he does, versus a baby that happens to have murderous capabilities
and Force powers,
I do think I have to give it to Grogu.
And Tubby's like, "Oh, what a cute little baby," and then like he bites him, and then it's like, "No, do not bite Dobby," and like Dobby just doesn't want to hurt Grogu.
Yeah.
Well, what's yours?
This is perfect because you went with small and I went with big. So I'm thinking Balrog versus Basilisk.
Oh. Alright. Balrog is the dragon, right?
No.
Wait, then what is he?
Balrog is the, like, shadowy, rocky, fiery, demony thing that Gandalf fought
that thing.
for, like, forever.
I didn't know that thing had a name, but...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's the kind of thing that it is. It's not called...
I thought
it's
that
not
was
named
like,
Balrog.
I thought that's what it was named, and I was like,
No.
I don't know that name.
No, there used to be entire armies of those things. In the First Age. The scary, scary First Age.
But, considering that he's pretty much stone already, and the basilisk just has to look into your eyes and pretty much just freeze you, petrify you, and the thing, I guess, doesn't actually have, like, human eyes. I think I'd have to give it to the Rocky thing.
Okay.
Because I feel like the basilisk can't bite it, can't fight against it, can't petrify it. Because I feel like if he looked into its eyes...
You don't think it could bite it?
It's a rock. The basilisk would just, like, try to bite it, and it would just, like, break its teeth.
the basilisk teeth could, like, destroy anything.
It's the venom, not the teeth.
Well, so just use your tail to rub the venom around your tooth. Very carefully.
But the venom can't destroy anything. The venom can specifically kill Horcruxes. And kill
that's
things.
super, super subjective.
It's so if it's not a Horcrux, it can't the basilisk is pretty much just you're on your own.
Okay.
I mean, I guess
See, what I would like to think is that they would just kill each other off, because that's kind of the classic Balrog thing. There's Gandalf killed the Balrog and died in the process, and then came back as Gandalf the White. There's another historical thing in the background lore where some elf had to fight a Balrog, and he killed it, but he died in the process too. So It's almost like that's what you have to do with a Balrog. It's just you will beat it. It's just you're gonna die.
So if you had one Balrog per person in a battle, you just
Yeah.
100 Balrogs versus 100 people. Each person will kill it, but you have to tie with it.
Yeah. It's a costly way to win.
Yeah.
Or to tie, as the case may be. Anyway. Well, I think we did it.
Yeah, we went over.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we're long again.
Well, this was another long and amazing episode of the podcast, formerly known as Another Podcast. I'm Coleman, this is my friend Luke here.
Hi.
And I guess we're signing out.
Bye.